Welcome back. And by the starting soon screen, you can probably guess what area I want to go into the game next. We're near the end of Skyward Sword, and it's a little freeform, what we're doing right now. Yeah, last time I kind of accidentally did the volcano portion of the Song of the Hero quest first. I was just trying to do a side quest before stream ended, and turns out I got all my stuff stolen. So, you know, kind of had to take care of that, but at least that's out of the way. And we're continuing the quest today. Welcome back, hope you're well. I didn't stream yesterday because I was a bit of a tired boy, but hopefully I was able to get enough rest, and hopefully y'all got enough of a rest from my shenanigans as well. Let's go. Hi, Kina. It's funny how this all spawned off from me trying to do side quests. Because I did the Crystal Ball side quest, I had to let go of this one right here. And you know what? Let's get back on track. I did remember. I'm sure you can find someone to plow the patch soon. Oh, you know it. Give me that dowsing ability, Fee. So as usual, before we go head first into the more story-oriented stuff in this game, I'm gonna just gonna do some side quests, some Skyloft, and it's gonna be great. So, me and chat were having a riveting discussion on Psychonauts earlier, right before the YouTube video for all of y'all who may be curious. Here's what I'm hoping. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody. I'm hoping that whenever people find my channel through YouTube, they hear about all these fun little extra discussions we have in the pre-stream before the video. And you know, it makes them curious enough to come on by at the normal stream time of 8 p.m. Pacific on most weekdays. And then hang out and chat. Baby. I'm just joshing. Y'all can do what you want. But it's a fun time, I will say. We were talking about Psychonauts because Psychonauts 2 came out this week. I haven't finished one. It's very sad. And the only hint I gave of how far I got in Psychonauts 1, I only need to give one word. It's the word meat. So everyone on YouTube, comment in the section down below what you think that means. Glad I'm feeling better. Thank you, Sprint. Yeah, hope everybody's having a fun time. Getting the chest before picking up the sword. Good to know we have the same priorities. Oh, that's me. What you preferred? Yep. Let's go Volcano East. East? I thought you meant West. When it should have been M for Wumbo. Mumbo? Wait, Minnie. I'm getting my SpongeBob all mixed up. Wah! So, yeah, I cheated.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
I know exactly where we need to find the Plowboy. I was confused because I doused in Skyloft. I'm like, what, is it P tier? Why is it pointing me to this area? It's pointing me to Elden Volcano. I need to go underground. Colonel. So, you know, save us a little bit of time. Wait a minute. Stop. Oh! I think it's actually fine. I wanted to get that goddess cube, but I don't think there's actually a way to control my paraglider. It's not even a paraglider, it's just a cloth. Yo! Hello there! It's my old pal. How you been, old pal? I don't remember if this is the voice I had last time, but it's my voice now. Me? My claws are sharp and my nose is tuned into treasure. Yep, I'll say I'm great. One thing's got me worried, though. See, our elder Gold has been acting kind of odd since going to those ruins. Would you go and see Gold? He's over that way somewhere, and I know he'd be happy to see your mug. That's just fancy speech for, he's gone violent. We're gonna put you in harm's way. Sorry, it's how it is. Understandable. Have a nice day. Paraglider is Breath of the Wild. It's hard to, like... It's one of those things where it's clearly a feature inspired by previous games. Also, what's up, Dusk? How you doing? And it feels weird. It feels wrong to go back to an earlier game. paraglider, you have all this control. You can slow motion arrow shoot out of it. And the sailcloth is just, oh, you take less damage when you fall. Cool.
Hey you, long time no see. Thanks for helping me earlier. You find that friend you were looking for?
In a way, I did.
You did? Oh, that's great news. You haven't rescued her. Don't look so glum, pal. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Never give up.
I thank this fella for the vote of confidence, but it's a little more complicated than that. Ooh. My pumpkin sense is tingling. Oh yeah, long story short about Psychonauts. It's a great game. If you haven't played it, play it. If you're not going to play it, then best you can do is watch me stream it at some point in time. What? It's that ledge specifically, huh? Oh, how do I get up there, I wonder? Let me try something. The first one, yeah. It came out on the PS2 era. I had it on PC, actually. On Steam. It's been available on Steam for a long time. But I never ended up finishing it when it first came out because my PC at the time was this ratty old Dell 2005 pre-built computer that I slapped a video card into. So, you know, not exactly the most... I wonder... Oh, here we go. Get the chest! Ha! Ow. I knew I could sailcloth, but I chose not to. I'm playing this entire game without voluntarily opening the sailcloth at any point, except for when I actually want to reduce my damage. I'm trying to see where the game just like forces you to open it anyway. Okay. You guys think I can make it to the goddess cube? I'm gonna try. Hut! Go! No! Dang. Let's try again. Whee! And at this point, honestly, if you haven't played Psychonauts, it's been on sale for like $1 so many times. Green Yoshi got on Steam. It was like $2 for a game that honestly stands up there, in my opinion, with the likes of Mario Sunshine. Actually, I'm gonna go right for the goddess cube this time. Oh. Whoa! These things are smooth. I shouldn't be surprised. Look how clean they are. Yep. Mario Sunshine, Paper Mario, and say its humor. Psychonauts is a classic. It's by Double Fine Productions, also known as Tim Schafer's company, also known as, if you like Monkey Island and those classic LucasArts games, he's definitely to credit for a lot of that style. Look at this old man. He's so old, I think his beard has a beard. Someday I wish to be so hairy. Seems very warm and cozy.
So we meet again, eh? I gotta thank you for your help last time. See, I've been searching for new treasure spots, but I can't find a single bauble of bit of treasure. Maybe I'm just getting woozy from working so hard in this heat. Sometimes I wish I could find a job that really paid to my strengths, yeah? Something in a cool climate, then I'd be set.
Oh, I know a place. Somewhere far, far away from here.
Say you know a place would work that I'd be good at? And it's in the sky? I love the sky! Oh, nobody loves the sky more than this guy. Where do I sign up? I'm telling you. I'm in. Let's do this thing.
This individual's capabilities match perfectly to the types of duties expected of an employee at the Lumpy Pumpkin. Do you want to call the robot and transport this individual?
Can I do the latter and not the former?
I'm sorry, Master Link, you have to call the robot.
Fine!
Master, I will send word to the robot using telepathic transmission.
I'm surprised he found us in here. We're deep in a cave. Psychonauts is also on Game Pass. Oh, hell yeah. As much as, like, I don't want to be all, hail corporate, Microsoft Game Pass is a pretty good deal. Especially if you just get the PC one. It's got Psychonauts in it. What more can I say? It's also got World of Horror on it. And Halo.
Mistress Fee, I'm here. Zzz. Oh, you want me to carry this? Zzz. You don't have to tell me twice. Zzz.
Yo, careful, that thing's alive.
Alive, that it's all organic material to me. I'll be waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long. Whee!
Woohoo! That tickles!
Master, I suggest we also return to the sky and accompany the magma to its destination quickly.
That's amore.
Well, there's a convenient bird statue here. No amiibo needed. Spectacular Hector, welcome on in. Oh, I can't teleport out of this one?
Lame.
I mean, it makes sense. I just bought my head on the ceiling, but let me do it. Kinda wish the game would let me do that. Funny story, says Sprint. You sat there, bought Psychonauts for basically everybody on your friends list. Yeah, what is $2 to making sure all your friends have good experiences? Honestly, worth it. Gotta find a statue. Gotta go back to the sky. Ooh, this guy. Watcha! So, yeah, thank Twig. I was about to mention that. In Dragon Quest, take a shot. I've mentioned Dragon Quest again. There is a spell called Zoom, and if you played Smash Brothers, you might know it, because the hero can use it. And it teleports you. It's basically Fly from Pokemon. It teleports you to a city you've been to before. And the animation is you literally just like whoop, zoom up into the sky and then drop down where you want to go. If you use it inside a cave, however, you actually just bash your head on the ceiling and you waste MP because you don't actually go anywhere. Look at the magma. Look at his little legs. Do we ever see magma legs in any part of the game? Those look like chicken drumsticks. Oh my goodness, don't skip leg day. That's for sure. Ooh, look at those things. Just dangling. Uh-oh, ah! Where am I going? I'm going to the Lumpy Pumpkin. Let's go! Link jailbroke his fee, that's why she plays Tetris. Now, there might be an official app.
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, good platformer game. Psychonauts and Hat in Time. Psychonauts was actually a big inspiration for Hat in Time, so if you haven't played Hat in Time but have played Psychonauts, go play Hat in Time. I honestly mean it. Bent Burritos, how you doing, Bent? It's been a while. Also, Nitrous05, thanks for the egg. Bent, how's life been? How you doing? How you hanging? Or should I say, how's it rapping? Burrito humor. We're taking care of business. Ow. Robot? Robot? Where'd you go? We kind of need to deliver the magma. Here we go.
I brought the old magma. Zzz.
Who you calling old?
This entire this man's entire body is beard. From head to toe. Look at this form. Fella's a living hairball, and I am all about that. You think when he takes a shower, he just like clogs the drain immediately?
Send my best to Phoebe.
Yay! You found someone, didn't you? Wait a second, this isn't a person. Hey, now that is just rude. Magmas are people too. Ah, so you're saying that this mole is gonna plow the patch for me?
Come on! Are you seriously trying to get me to work on a field all day? Is that why you're holding me here all the way up into the sky?
Hey, can you really complain? It's nice and cool. It's gonna be trivial for someone with your claws, Mr. Mole Man.
Well, good luck, Mr. Mole Man.
Hey, that's my name for him.
What? But you... But I suppose... I guess I could at least give it a try. Hey, so what do you think? Wow! Look at that! That's amazing!
So supportive.
You think? Well, it was nothing, really. Rolling around in the dirtiest child's play for us magmas.
Yay!
Wow! One more time, please! Again! Oh, yeah, here I go!
Oh, he's going. Not there, there's already pumpkins there. Oh! It's okay. We'll just... oh no. We'll just make pumpkin pie out of those pumpkins later.
I'm so grateful for you brought this lovely guy to help me. I'm gonna ask him to help with all kinds of things. Thank you very, very, very much. Ooh.
I also like how it looks like he's got a jetpack on, but they're like bongos. So pure. You've got 5 gratitude crystals. Must have taken a lot of gratitude.
How many am I at? That's a lot.
I feel like that's more than I ever got in any playthrough of Skyward Sword.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna show you how to done.
And burritos as well. Long hiatus. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you need any help getting back into it, Bent, you know where to come. Just hope you settle in well. Can we get a shout out for Bent Burritos, by the way? It feels like so long ago. The last thing I remember you playing was Battle for Bikini Bottom. He's mad I brought him here for field work, but then a cute girl compliments him and it's okay. He's an old man. He needs to keep spry. He needs to keep his exercise up. Honestly, working in the field for retirement doesn't sound all too bad. Although it is actually hard work, so maybe I wouldn't personally do it. Let's get these chests over here. But if I were a mole man, it only makes sense. Let's go. Can anybody really resist Kina's charms? Honestly. Hector was binging Phantom Blood. Jojo. Nice. It's definitely... Okay, so take another shot because I'm about to mention Dragon Quest again. But Dragon Quest and Jojo have a lot in common, I've realized very recently. In that they've got a lot of parts to them and they're very intimidating for new followers of it to get into. Because it is so old, having started in the 80s, both of them, that it's a little rough to get into the first parts of both JoJo and Dragon Quest. But if you come into it with an open mind and realizing like, yeah, this thing pioneered genres. This thing was the first of its kind in a lot of ways. And while it does... Oh, look, Levias, look at him. Such a thick lad. Let's take a close look at him. What are you doing, flying centipede? What's up, Levy? What's up? Can you help me find the songs of the goddess? I speak whale, didn't you know? Here, Dragon Quest and JoJo. Definitely an aesthetic. Long story short, Dragon Quest 1 and JoJo Part 1 are rough. And someone who, like, tries to get into them with a modern sense of design, they won't look great. But if you put yourself in the mindset of what if this came out, what if this came out today and it was the 80s and I never played anything like it, then they're pretty cool, in my opinion. Wait a minute, what? Ow! This is the place. I think I know how to get in. Yoink. Uh-oh, uh-oh, ah! Ah! We're fine. And the reason I was thinking about that is because Drew says he's gonna start a Dragon Quest, and I'm like, which one do I recommend? Because if you want to go with best in presentation, best in show. I'll just go ahead and say, start with 11. It's the newest one. It's polished. It's great. Everyone loves it. It's also very long. Oh, hello? Nope. Sorry to bother you, sir. Let's try again. You bought Ruby 11. Heck yeah. I mean, I definitely wanted to play it, but as for first game to play on stream, I'm not sure about that. Because I know he's, like me, a man with a very varied schedule and not that much time to play every single game on it. So if he starts playing Dragon Quest 11 on stream, that's gonna take... I don't know how long that's gonna take, honestly. It's gonna take a while. I think 4 is a sweet spot. 4 or 5. And maybe it's a coincidence that I also recommend 4 as a pretty neat place to start with for JoJo as well. With the caveat that if you're not going to watch everything anyway, if you just want to see if it's something for you, then 4. If you are going to watch everything, start with 1. Of course, of course, of course. Because it's going to be hard to go back to an older thing. Die. I wonder what existence is like for these Zelda enemies. They spend their lives in these dank caves, just trying to, you know, hunt for food, forage. And along comes Link and bops them on the tail. Wrong chest. Bet Burritos will jump in with 11. It's a very nice one. If you just want to play it for yourself and not stream it, then 11 for sure is a good one. Let me get my thoughts straight here. 11 very good. Dragon Blow 8 for you. Fair enough, fair enough. Here we go. Chest time. Open says me. What am I doing? Why do I... Oh! Thank you! You got an empty bottle. Item shack. Oh no, we're gonna go see Beatrice. I mean, oh yeah, we're gonna go see Beatrice. Heck yeah. Link's girlfriend. Don't tell Zelda. It's okay. She's stuck in a crystal. You guys remember Giovanni from Twilight Princess? I didn't do this on stream, but, you know, if you get all the pose, he's like, oh, I'm finally free from my curse of being turned to gold. Now I can return to my girlfriend. You go see him in the bar. He's drinking his sorrows away. Because, oops, turns out he's been gold for so long that his girlfriend left him, assuming he was dead, probably. Which, I can't blame her. If it wasn't for Link, he'd just be a statue forever. In my game, he's a statue forever, sadly. So, you know, right now in Skyward Sword, it already happened on stream, so I'm not gonna, like, hide it. She is currently encased in a crystal for who knows how long. She might be there forever, who knows? I don't know, maybe Link just needs to... If Zelda really wanted the best for Link, I'm just saying... Link's gotta find his own happiness now and then. And does not Beatrice also deserve to be happy? Gold rupee 300. Heck yeah. Sprint recommends 4 or 7 to start with. Outliers give a taste of the overall Dragon Quest experience. That's what I'm saying. I think 4 is a good starting point because it laid the groundwork for story-based RPGs in general. I wonder where the other chest is on this island. Oh. Yeah. And it's not too long of a game. I was able to beat it in 20 hours. And then from there, I beat the post-game after 10 to 15 more hours because the post-game in 4 is a little long. To be fair, it was added, like, for the DS version, so they probably really wanted to make sure it lasted. Where is the island I was literally just on? Hello? There we go. Let's go! Oof! DQ 5, 8, 11 are currently heralded as the best, so you try to keep away from them. That's the thing. When you recommend something to somebody that is in multiple parts, do you give them the best right away, even if it may be long and requires context from the other games and or parts? I don't think the chest is in here. Or do you give them the build-up, the setup, that allows them to... Hey, Link, get back out here. Don't be shy. The setup to enjoy the best parts to their fullest. It's hard. I think that's really something you gotta figure out from your own like experiences and how you'd think the person you're talking to would enjoy it. Definitely stay tuned. Oh, it's up here! Neat. Ow. Wait, Link, don't fall off! Whew. Pose a pain in Twilight Princess. He's still a statue. As is for my game. Look at all those hearts. Am I 100% in? Not really. Here's something though. Vampiritos. I'm sure you know Zelda games usually have 20 hearts, and I think this one's no different. This game starts you out with 6 hearts instead of the usual 3. But don't think that makes it easier. Actually, quite the opposite. Well, not the opposite. It's actually exactly the same. Unlike other Zelda games where you get quarter hearts, this game only has half hearts. You can see how the hearts I'm missing have like an inner version. That's it. Each heart represents 2 hits as opposed to 4, as is Zelda tradition. So really, you start with the same amount of health, but you also max out at what is essentially half the amount of hearts. It's an odd departure from the Zelda norm. Nitrous says, did I finish the game already? No, but I'm very close to the end. Or unless you mean, have I finished it before myself? I finished it before myself when the game out on the Wii. But right now, I'm playing it as if it was spoiler-free, so I don't accidentally spoil people watching their game for the first time through the stream. So that's how I usually tend to play games I've already played before. I think it's time. You guys want to head down to ye old Faron Woods? No, wait, first, let's do some preparation. Not Faron Woods. We need to go to the Lanayru Desert. Let's go! Wah, wah, wah. What would be the worst choice of entries of any series to start with? Oh, that's a pretty broad question. Hey, where's the fortune teller? I got his crystal ball back. I guess he's taking a little vacation. So, girl?
Oh, you're back! I'll hold on to anything of yours you want me to. Anything. Something in your pouch today you want to deposit, or something you want to pick up. Wonderful, so what you have?
She's starting to sound more like her father. Mostly because I gave her dad the Peter Griffin voice because his name's Peter. So I have a bottle. Do I need the treasure medal? I don't think so. Put that away. But do I need 4 bottles? I don't think so. I would like the quiver. I already have a bomb bag. You know what? Actually, let's keep that treasure medal. Why, yes, Beatrice, I did just come here to see you. Oh my.
Thank you, come again.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Gonna do the Hylian Shield thing? Oh, I am. I might even do it today. Depending on... Because I actually am on my way to Lanayru, so that's all I'll really say about that. Loftwing, wait! Ow! As far as Dragon Quest II would be the worst to start with, see, that's the thing. Even if it might be the worst game, which is hard to say in a series that's all around good. But I actually agree that it's the worst game I've played so far, at least. If you think about it this way, if you start with the worst game, you can only go up from there. So if you think that somebody will enjoy playing the worst game anyway, you might recommend them to start with the worst game, so that they only get a better experience with every other game they play. So yeah, like I said, it really depends on the person you're talking to. Final Fantasy, Sprint says 13 would be worse to start with. Definitely very different from the rest of the Final Fantasy series. Although, as of late, a lot of Final Fantasy is different from classic Final Fantasy. So it's hard to say. I need to go to Lanayru, find the Thunder Dragon, but I haven't met the Thunder Dragon yet. Let's just drop over here. Shibuya? No, wait, actually. Let's drop over here. I did the Hylian Shield thing on the Wii version of the game way back when. I can do it again. I'll try. Goku's awake. Welcome to the world of the wake. Hey, I don't have my shield equipped. I don't know what's happening, but my shield seems to unequip itself sometimes. It must be that I just absentmindedly press the R button and that just puts it away. Alright, Fee. If I were a Thunder Dragon, where would I be? Probably not here. Go back to the sky. Use a small beacon to mark massive beacon. I have to know it is the beacon that I want. It is the beacon. Let's go. Ben's only played 3 Zelda games. This is one. You would say this is the worst, but it wasn't that bad. I'll say the HD version makes it a lot more palatable. I've said this multiple times, but it feels a lot more like a game that would come out nowadays rather than the Wii era, if that makes sense. A lot of the Wii era was Nintendo being like, all these grandmas buying Wii for Wii Sports, maybe they'll buy Zelda? Well, if in case they do, we have to make sure they tell them how to play video games in general. We have to make sure how to tell them to play video games. Don't mind me, I might just be looking into my deep memories to see where I should go. Do I not have the bird statue at Lanayru Mine? Wait a minute. Alright, I'm starting at the beginning. Let's go. You thought Thunder Dragon was near the ship place. That's what I thought too, but I'm like, is it? Oh, Garko, what's up? I think he's there later in the game, but he's not there to start with.
Oh. Hello, Link. How is your search for that sacred flame going? Did you find it? Oh, yeah.
No, it's Golo, not Garko. Oops. Wrong person.
I've been dying to hear whether you found it. Well, did you? So after that wild, long adventure, you found it. Link, you are truly amazing. You know, I think it's time I tell you what I found out about the legend of the 3 dragons.
Red Dragon.
I am certain there is a hidden area just beyond here in the desert. You see, I found a narrow passageway that was too tight for me to pit through. And my gut tells me that one of the 3 dragons of legend, the Thunder Dragon, lives there. These robots are connected to him somehow. I am sure of it, bud. The Thunder Dragon, robots, and time shift stones.
Oh, what an adventure!
Boy, I'll say. And you know what? This might be it. Narrow passageway just beyond here. I can only go here now that I have the dual claw shots. His teeth be like chiclets. Have an exhausting day. We'll hope you can relax. Let the stream lull you to sleep. Bum, bum, bum. Sprint says 13's a bad one to start with for Final Fantasy. Somebody else, I missed it. Nate, what's up, Nate? Said 12 is the worst one to start with. See, that's the thing. Absolutely. Worst game versus worst game to start with. Very different things to consider. It's all about being tailor-made, you know? One of the best feelings to me as a gamer is when I get a raid from Origination. Whoa! What's up, Ori? Let me just sit for a second. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. I'm Link here, doing a little just chatting stream. Origination to protect. Wait. Is that what the motto sounds like in Unova? Whoa, that's not what I wanted to look for. But that's cool. This one's a cover, but it works. It doesn't work. Come on, here we go. To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, let it fill you with feelings of elation. Enjoy this raid from Origination. Meow, it's true. It's true? I suppose that works. Thank you for the raid. How's it going, everybody? If you don't know me, my name is Chris, but I'm sure you know me. We're playing Skyward Sword. We're in the Song of the Hero quest. And we gotta clean up this little dirty area. Guys, go check out Origination. Does art streams every Friday. And a pretty cool dude who loves RPGs and Nintendo games, if I do say so myself. And you know, those are the best kind of streams. You know. I think Soul Sapphire will agree with me, also one who plays the Nintendos and the arts and the RPGs. Dang. I think I've got a favorite type of game, and I think you all do too. How was the art? Origination was drawn a little bit of Shantae. Totally not biased there. But I do like me some good art. Hope you had a fun time. I had to do it justice, Ori. I had to. I need to set up my stream deck with every possible meme in existence, which is a little bit of a challenge. But it could happen if I were more prepared. Oh god. Maybe I can still summon the Gossip Stone. It's fine. 2 butterflies work. It does! It works! The third one was just for redundancy.
Oddly enough, it seems that drawing a circle on certain strange walls will produce something round.
You don't say. Yo, Yogurt, thanks for the follow. Yeah. And yeah, I play those types of games also.
This is the name report. Welcome to it.
That was auto-advancing text, I didn't notice.
Something indicate that an ancient civilization is still supporting it, a mind that deposit of high-quality type shift stones. Consequently, the terrain is intergently subdivided with the remains of long-abandoned mining equipment such as mine carts and their tracks.
I'm so glad this was the right way to go. Oh no, yeah, this looks very familiar to me. I think this was one of my favorite areas of Skyward Sword because there's a lot of backtracking in this game, and the Lanayru Desert specifically is the only area that really guarantees you come to a new area every time you come back. Most of the times you come back, at least. So it feels new every time. Like, look at this! What is this? Got Minecart Madness over here.
Macho madness. Oh yeah, brother.
Art went well. I noticed you kind of redid it. Hope it's not because of feelings of dissatisfaction too much with what you've been doing, because the last Shantae pose was also great. But if you're going for a certain mood, it makes sense. You wanna, you know, go for a V2. I'm a programmer. I go through so many different versions of my code. You don't even know the half of it. Some of the things that work, it's like, oh yeah, we're on version 150 something now. Jump! Oi! Don't want to fall down there. Leo's gonna go sleep. Have a good night, Leo. Thanks for coming in on the raid. Hope to see you again soon. Entry to the area ahead is allowed only by permission of the Thunder Dragon Lanayru. Sweet. I wonder if it's ever explained. I see a key over there. Can I grab that? I wonder if it's ever explained why the dragons are kind of named after the 3 goddesses. You think they did that? Do you think they named them themselves, or did they like... Yep. I don't have to come back to myself. I can just press B. Hello. You got a key. Yep. That's a rare soundbite from Link. Hey! Oh. The ant would rather die than be captured by me. See how it is. Yeah! The cart is mine. I get it. Got some Donkey Kong over here. Not real, Eric. You know it. It's weird how minecarts are a staple of video games as a whole. Wow, I hate to be this guy right now. Talk to the skeleton. Yes, that will yield some results. Oh, good. The game just straight up tells you. We found Lanayru, guys. Sorry for being late. Look, I know we took a while, but there's no need to be rude about it. Gosh, the nerve of some people. Don't worry. I think there's something we can do here. You're confused. How are the dragons named after the goddesses? Well, I mean, they might be named after the areas, which might be named after the goddesses, which would make some sense. But either way, I want to know what the etymology is. Lanayru region, aka Nehru. Pharaon, aka Furor. Eldin, aka Din. There's definitely a theme going on there. The goddesses made the protectors? Yes, I need to brush up on my Hyrule Historia. They probably say it somewhere there. Let's see, where else can I go? I want to go this way. Let's scout ahead with the beetle. Whee! I'm glad you had some fun time doing your art origination. May I ask, how's everybody's night going today? We were having some fun little discussions about Psychonauts earlier because the second game came out. Talking about how much I want to play that really badly. I need to make some time for it, that's the thing. Okay. Like, I'm sure it's pretty obvious, but what I want to do is follow this mine track all the way out, because hopefully I can bring back a time shift stone and bring the dragon back to life. At least go back to before he died. But right now I have no such access to that thing. Can't reach over there. B, you got any ideas? Oh yeah, I got the key. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. My mind focused too much on, I need Laneyru's permission to get in here. The sign said so. I'm too polite, apparently. Like, yeah, I have the key, but I need permission and he's dead. What do I do? Dang. Well, joke's on me for following the rules. Here's how I really should have been. I should have been like, this sign can't stop me because I can't read. Oh, it's canon. It's not canon. When I was playing Twilight Princess, I played up the fact that Link came from this farming town in the middle of nowhere. Like, he never learned to read. He never learned history or manners. I can't do that joke with Skyward Sword Link. He actually went to school. He went to college, as Plankton likes to say. I went to college! Ba-da-da-da-da. Ooh, look at these fellas. The LDs. The LD models, the Laneyru Desert models.
There are lots of big time shift stones here. Did you get permission from Master Thunder Dragon to come here like we did? We were about to transport this time shift stone to Master Thunder Dragon. Weep.
Oh, it's going. Ooh. Maybe I should have warned him that he was about to die. Sorry, dude. It's okay, he's a robot. He'll be fine. He just needs a little de-rusting. There's the implication that whenever something crosses the threshold... Oh, God. Of the time shift stone barrier, look at that. That they just waited there for 1,000 years and then died. Something like that, however long the time shift stone takes you. I don't need to kill these guys. Time will take care of that for me. Owie. Rip little man while I'm talking to him. Do-do-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Big Crush, underrated. They don't have the highest quality speakers inside them. It's not Canyon. It's not Canon. It's Canyon. You went just for you, Nitrous. Enjoy it. Oh yeah. Ah. Oi. Oh God. Die. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Where's the switch? Is it up here? Robot be like,
There are many
many what? Many what?
Whatever you do, don't eat the...
Dang. From his perspective, I just disappeared. And he probably waited to see if I would come back. Oh God, we gotta go. So this is another evolution of the time shift stone mechanic. In addition to one of the mechanics we saw last time we came here, the minecart. So again, I just love when Zelda games combine everything you've learned piecemeal. Ah, jeez. This'll work. It lightens the blow of introducing new concepts to you. And you just gotta focus on applying what you already know, you know? Right there. Life has many doors, Ed boy. Oh, gotta time this one. Ew! My stamina, it's running out, thank you. Thank you. How convenient of the Steam to synchronize with itself 1,000 years later. That's some old Steam right there. Probably has different gases in it. Who knows if they're even breathable? Yeah, if you're new to the chat, don't take this as me like being like, oh, never try to help me or anything like that. But I've played this game before. Let me just access my memory banks for how to solve puzzles. It's alright, it's okay, I've got a brain, I can use it. Surprisingly I can. Yeah. Sometimes I deliberately pause to just take a look at chat before moving on, because I know sometimes if I jump into a group of enemies, I've gotta like pay more attention to my surroundings than take a look at chat. So if it's like, oh, if I stop before something that seems obvious to do, like, oh, just use the claw shot on the vines. It's not because I'm stuck, it's just because I'm not a speedrunner, I'm just playing the game. And making sure I don't miss too much of chat. Stressful, man. I've said it before, Lanayru Desert, one of my favorite parts of this game in general. Ay, ay, ay! Ay, 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 ay! Want to kill these chews for jelly? They sell for a pretty penny when you send them all to Rupen. Yep. Be good. I'm no spring chicken. Oh, you weren't trying to backseat, you're just saying the claw shot brings memories. No problem. It really does. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, Gangnam style. Woo. I've said multiple times, but I really hope the claw shot makes its way to Breath of the Wild 2. They didn't want to put it in Breath of the Wild 1 because they were afraid people would just like cheese the game. But honestly, is it really that much more cheese? Oh god, I gotta move. This is what I'm saying about finding places to just chill. Because I don't know how fast I have to move sometimes. Ooh. Okay, alright, okay. Thank goodness I'm not playing hero mode. When I stream Twilight Princess, I play... Ah, gosh. Ow! When I streamed Twilight Princess, I played it in hero mode with the Ganondorf amiibo. Oh, I know what I gotta do here. Can I make the cart go backwards? Nope, it's just stuck. Check it out, I rebound time by respawning. Totally intentional. Haha, I got him. A little bit of speedrun tactics for you. Think of the speedrun tactics they'd have if they had the claw shots in Breath of the Wild 2. I absolutely agree. Look at how innocuous the spinning spikes are. Just sitting there menacingly. The ancient Beyblades finally coming back. Here we go. That's how you do it. Gotta get a little ahead of it. Was it not the best plan? It worked. Haha. Oh god. As long as no BMOs pop up. Gosh dang it. This room sucks. This room sucks. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Stab, stab, stab.
Stab him! Woo!
Whoa, 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 whoa! You missed the ice rod and fire rod. One of these days, I'd like a Zelda game that has every single item. Every single one. Everyone is here. Think of the possibilities. Especially since Breath of the Wild had that whole chemistry system that they called it, right? Where different elements... Like, you had rods that shot ice, shot fire, sure. But to have a permanent item? That's wild. That's cool. What am I doing? Use my sword. The Quake Ring? Oh, the medals! That's a blast from the past. Link to the Past. It's a great Zelda game. And I'm not gonna be here to talk about whether, like, oh, it's overrated, oh, it's underrated. I think we can all agree it's great. The thing is, not a lot of people have played it in this modern day and age. Like, I've been playing video games since I was 2 years old. And yeah, that was a while ago now, I will admit. But as time goes on, it becomes more and more apparent. Especially now with Metroid kind of highlighting it. It's really hard to play old games. Unless you buy them on eBay. Because Nintendo doesn't always, like, bring Virtual Console in. If only we could hit a time shift stone, travel back in time to when these games were available, and buy them right off the shelf in Best Buy. That would be the dream. Magic powder, grind them up for mushrooms. Dragon! Oh, look at his, physical state. No wonder he, didn't make it too long. Look, sir, have you ever heard of a salad? Oh, I don't wanna fat shame the guy. He's clearly got other issues. I'm just saying, salads are also pretty delicious. I had a pasta salad the other day. Pretty good, had eggplant in it. Sir? Man sounds like an old car engine.
Oh, hello. I haven't had a visitor quite like you here in quite a while. You're not human, also. You must have some reason for coming this far. What is it? I see. You're a link from the sky. That's not much of a name, is it?
What? Any more of a name than Laneru? Come on. Come on.
How about I add a model number to your name like my friends here have got? Maybe LD Link 16?
Don't try it, buddy. I'm at least LD Link 20. What is the lifespan of a chicken? Long enough. Long enough.
Oh, I can tell you don't like the sound of that. That's a shame. So what can I do for you? Oh, you say you need me to teach you a song. Does it look like I've got the pipes for singing right now, son? Oh, I see skies of blue and clouds of white. Best I can do. Hold on now. Didn't you just say you came from the sky, Link? So then you're the hero chosen by the goddess, aren't you?
How convenient that the dragon that died is also the one in the area with time travel. We would have been screwed. Link from the Sky is a good name. Well, if that was my title, yes. Ah, that sounds like a Ghibli movie, you know? Castle in the Sky, Link from the Sky. I'd watch it. If that was... Let's go. There was this rumored Zelda movie Netflix project that was going to happen, and then when it got leaked, Nintendo canceled it because they got angry about it. But if they ever bring it back, let's have a little Hayao Miyazaki Studio Ghibli style collaboration. It would be so pretty. It works perfectly, doesn't it? At least I think so. With 80s art style and everything. Link to the Past, never beat it. You like the Link Between Worlds. Definitely different design philosophies, but both great games. I would like a new Zelda that expands on the ideas from Link Between Worlds. The way they handle dungeons.
I see. Well, that is something. Although I must apologize, you see, I can't really help you. I may have enough strength for a brief chat like this, but, well, as you can see, I am quite ill.
Mr. Dragon, what are you ill with?
Ligma.
Ligma? What's Ligma? That sounds bad.
Ligma nuts!
Alright, Fee, we're packing up. We're not saving this one. We'll improvise the Song of the Hero.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I'm in no shape to sing. And to think it was the goddess herself who entrusted me with this important duty. I feel the deepest shame.
That's on you, buddy. Well, I'll let you know if I find a giant cough drop, but, nothing I can do. Hey, dude. Brie Larson. Oh, yeah, she plays Captain Marvel in the MCU. Keen on playing Samus. I've heard that one. I think she'd do a good job, actually. People getting mad at her for what she does in the MCU. I'm like, she's an actress, and she plays according to the script. Like, what do you want? I think she did a good job with the script she had. I think, like, yeah, Captain Marvel is a strong hero that deserves, like, big threats. But for an origin story, what happened in Captain Marvel was pretty good. As a movie, it's okay. Not every Marvel movie has to be a banger. I wasn't like, the end of the MCU. People are like, dude, it's a movie. It's a popcorn flick. I'm not gonna say don't complain. I'm just gonna say don't be surprised.
On the other side of the bridge, we planted a seedling from the Tree of Life, which is said to bear fruit that can cure any illness. But trees don't grow so well around here.
Yo, no, this is a desert. Listen, tell you what, dude. I'm gonna go get that seed. You know, we're gonna do something a little better with it.
We wanted Master Thunder Dragon to get well, so we planted a seedling from the Tree of Life, which bears a fruit that is said to cure any illness.
Can it cure being in a crystal? I like that. Brie has an Oscar. She'd do well as Samus. I think so. She clearly understands the games. Like, it's her that said, I want to be Samus. Like, straight up. So here's a question. What do you guys want from a Metroid movie? Okay, back on the topic of it's hard to play the Metroid games, because, you know, Metroid Zero Mission and Fusion kind of stuck on Wii U Virtual Console / Game Boy Advance. So you either need to find a Wii U, which is out of production and prices are coming back up. You need to find the Game Boy Advance copies of the game, which go for like $100 now, which also sucks. Like, yeah, no. Maybe in the Wii era, I'd have been like, you know what? It's cheap enough to get a Super Nintendo or just get ROMs, but there should be a way to officially play these games that Nintendo provides. Because it's getting harder to, I'm just gonna straight up say it, it's getting harder to emulate new games. Like, if a game is stuck on the Wii U. Okay, no, if a game was stuck on the N64 back in the 2000s, even though it was the second to latest console, it's still really easy to emulate N64, even on a computer from the 2000s. Oh. But if a game's stuck on the Wii U, you still need a pretty strong computer to emulate Wii U. I shall sacrifice myself for the greater good! Ah! Da-da-da, da-da-da. I'll be back. Told you I'd be back. You know, I probably should have hit the Goddess Cube after the Time Shift Stone. Surprise! That old decrepit tree was actually the seed of life. Ridley Scott directly. It only makes sense. Metroid inspired by Alien. It really was. This is true. I've watched so many videos on the history of Metroid, you don't even know. But yeah, Metroid is an acronym based on the words Metro and Android, which doesn't really make sense. But it's cool sounding and futuristic, so let's go with that. And I may have the original game on the Famicom Disk System, it's fine. Hector's going to bed. Have a good night, Hector. Yeah. Link to the Past good game, I have a hard time sticking to it. Fair enough. It's one of those things where people are also taking a look at Super Metroid and saying, is it as good of a game as we thought? And for the most part, yes, but we still, I mean, in my opinion. But I will agree, it's missing a lot of the quality of life that Metroidvania as a genre has accumulated over the years. And after enough time, it starts to feel a little lacking. And that's not the fault of the game, it is old. But it's still very perfectly playable, and I enjoy it a lot. Yeah. Da-da.
Master Thunder Dragon's condition has been bad for a long time, and the soil here is not suitable for growing trees. If only we had more time.
Well, what if I told you, little fella, that I know a way to grow this tree for an even longer amount of time, huh? Yup. Look at this thing. Look at this nut! You got the Life Tree Seedling. It's a very young form of a legendary tree whose fruit is said to cure any illness.
What are ya doing in my swamp with that seedling? Master Thunder Dragon needs fruit from that tree of life to recover. Unless you mean to help our master.
You know it. I ain't taking this for no reason.
Really? Thank you. Make sure you plant the seedling somewhere. It will be sure to thrive. Foo weep. I fear growing the seedling to maturity in Lanebru province is impossible. We're counting on you.
Scottish robot. Now, you'd think going back into the present day would cause the seed in my pocket to just impale me with roots. Let's be glad it didn't do that. Ooh, dragonfly. Oops. Ah! Zero Mission was a godsend. Nintendo! So here's the thing. This is the secret that Nintendo doesn't want you to know. But as a programmer, it's pretty obvious. The reason why Nintendo doesn't just like put all of their old games out there for sale all at once. Like, you can come up with conspiracy theories about like, oh, they want to drip feed us, so we buy the crap. Oh, they want to like, oh, what? Did I get here again? Oh, there was a time shift stone in the middle. What happened? Did I hit it again? Probably do. You can make up conspiracy theories about licensing and whatnot, which also might be true. But what Nintendo has officially said in the past, and I should probably look up articles to back myself up because some people won't believe me. But from what I've read in the past, from official statements from Nintendo, is when they make a virtual console game, they test it as if it was a brand new game. So they go through the whole process of like playing the game from start to finish multiple times. If they see a bug, they have to start all over again to see if they didn't cause any other bugs with what they fixed. So it's just not efficient. And Nintendo deprioritizes it because they'd rather work on new games. But really, it's becoming way more important to preserve games these days. Don't worry, Thunder Dragon. You just rest your pretty little head. I'll be back. You stay right here. This was just traumatizing to me when I played it last time. He's clearly conscious in there, which is horrifying. And I'm just saying, as a programmer, it's like, there are more efficient ways to do that. If they make an emulator that is accurate, which has already happened with Super Nintendo, the Higan emulator. Used to be called BeastNES, I believe. Then yes, you do still have to test the games you put on there. But there's less work to just fix each individual game and just make sure that the emulator is accurate. I'm not saying that's easy. No, that's still also very hard. But it's more efficient. And the important thing is it'll save them from having to remake and remake and report these games to every single system they make. Wii to Wii U to Switch. And if I were Nintendo, it's a hard choice to make. Right now, they're riding the high of Switch being super popular and people want to play new games on it, so it makes sense that they prioritize new games. Oh, I know where I need to go. I'm just hoping that at some point we have this end-all solution to Virtual Console. If you buy a game on, say, the Switch... Okay, bye. You get a version of the Virtual Console that will work on the Switch 2, the Switch Pro, that whatever else comes out from Nintendo. That's the dream. That's what people want. I'm not saying it to be controversial. I'm just saying I want it. I want it real bad. Caitlin, how you doing? How's life? Nice Jigglypuff. Let's see. A little bit of fat on woods. Let's mark this beacon with another beacon. Metroid Dread looks sick, but you're a baby, can't play it. Oh no! Don't worry, Matt Burritos. I'll play it. I don't know if I want to play it on stream. I'm not really a Metroidvania streamer. I'm not saying that for brand, but like my brain works in a very specific way that makes it hard to navigate while also talking to chat. What's going on?
An unusual phenomenon is taking place in Farron Woods, making it impossible to descend directly into them at the moment.
Well, how about that? Seems a little suspicious. We'll check that out sometime later. For now, go to the Seal Grounds. That's all we need to go to. You wish that were a thing. You really spent hundreds into the Wii VC, into the Wii VC. The Wii Virtual Console was actually fantastic. It had a great selection. And as somebody who values video quality from their systems, it is actually some of the best way to get good picture quality out of some of these games. Allow me to nerd out for a second. Sorry. You can tune out if you want, or just listen, you know. Ooh. Birdies. Don't worry, little birdies. I won't hurt you. Much. Well, I got feathers from that. Where the rest of the bird went, let's not think about that. There's a fan remake of Metroid that shut down. Yeah, AM2R. Now, thankfully, AM2R was already done when Nintendo shut it down. Because AM2R was smart, and they made sure Nintendo wouldn't catch wind of it until it was already too late to take down. So it's still out there.
Blah! This place is pretty barren. Considering how long she's been here, you'd think Granny would try to decorate a little. I guess she likes the all-stone motif. At the very least, she could have tried planting a tree or something to liven the place up. Ha ha!
Bruce, you're a genius.
I am?
Okay. Well, you're cool. Cool.
Yay, Link! Now that's a serious seedling. Why didn't you tell me you had that thing on you? I'm no expert, but it seems like the perfect fit for this temple. If you plant it here, it'll grow for sure. Only downside is it's gonna take basically forever for a seedling that big to grow into a full tree.
You got time to wait, Groose, right? You can just tend it for a while. There's a plot in Chrono Trigger. Play Chrono Trigger, by the way. It's from the Dream Team creators of both Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. Hori and Sakaguchi. With art by Akira Toriyama. Heck freaking yeah. Y'all know that game's about time travel. There's a plot thread where there's a farm that needs to survive for basically 1,000 years. And what you do is you leave a robot there to tend it during that whole time, and the robot's just like, okay, I'll do it. And you just pick him up in the future, like no problem. He's a robot. He'll live that long. He'll be fine. I don't have time to wait that long, Groose. I'm gonna plan it now. In the past. Yup. Aww. I like the way Link did that. Just a little...
Ah, you've planted a seedling. I sense great vitality in this sprout. With any luck, it shall grow into a stout tree that'll live on for millennia.
Well, good. Because that's how much time it needs. Kalen's playing some SpongeBob Rehydrated. What a coinky dink. Bent Burritos was playing that a couple of months ago. The Game Boy Advance Sonic X Challenge is very close, and I'm scared. Whoa! It's beautiful! Imagine I get back to the present and Groose ate the fruit.
Hey, you just in time, Link. You just missed it. This fruit here just grew this tree here just grew a fruit. And you know, I had a headache earlier this morning, but I ate it and it was gone. Haha, you should have had some. Don't worry, we'll wait until another fruit sprouts. Oh yeah, now this is a tree I can look at all day. It's like a symbol for this temple or something. Every time I stare at it, my jaw starts hanging open and I get this weird happy feeling.
Now, hold on here. To Groose, this tree has always been here since the first time we came by. Or did he just see it sprout out of the ground? He doesn't really make that clear, does it? Yeah, you got that life tree fruit. Eating the succulent fruit of legend cures any illness. Take it to the Thunder Dragon. Alright, hear me out here. Hear me out. We go back in time, plant it again, and get another fruit. And then harvest the fruit part of this fruit. Like, you plant the seed, then you eat the fruit. We've got infinite fruits! Profit! Easy! There's a brand new trailer for Dread. There is. I didn't watch it because it... Just from what the tweets from Nintendo of America said about it, it seems a little... spoilery? Not that the story... Oh, look at this giant bomb flower. Not that the story in Metroid has ever been super important, but I want to go into games as blind as possible. And trailers always spoil. So from this point on, I'm not gonna watch any more Metroid stuff. And going back to my original point, I don't think I'll stream Metroid Dread. Because I'm just not a Metroid streamer. I'll definitely have fun watching Drew play it, though. He's the dude. He loves Metroid.
Whee!
There's a new update for AM2R. I heard it's still getting updated, which I don't really know if it violates any cease and desists. Maybe they're getting released anonymously, quote unquote. Like, you can't prove that the original creator made the updates. No way. You'll never catch me alive, coppers. Back to Lanayru. Hey! Going to the moon. Moon ride, moon ride, moon ride. All right, question for the chat. What did you have for dinner?
I wonder what's for dinner.
It's the usual question. I will say I got some sandwiches from this pretty bomb deli in LA. I live in LA, so that doesn't really narrow it down that much. But they are delicious. You know, the desert's not that far from the sacred temple. Like right there. And I got this this sandwich with what did it have? What did it have? It had salami. It had pastrami. It had ham. And it had prosciutto. Delicious. Imagine Link just walks up to the bones and say, "Here, eat this fruit." Just like lifts the skull out of the ground, just drops it right on top of the fruit. You feeling better yet? No? Give it some time. Maybe it needs a little bit. Thanks, we got pizza. Nice. Chipotle chicken burrito. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take it. Appreciate what I say about the difficulties of streaming Metroid. Your mind works the same way. It's just hard. I've streamed Hollow Knight before. It did not go so well. I like the game. I like the aesthetic. It's just too hard for me to play and stream at the same time.
Oh, Link, hello there. Is there something you need?
I need you to not die. Can you do that for me, please? Whoa, big. Oh, look at that smile.
Oh, is that what I think it is? You brought that here for me, didn't you?
Here we go.
Whoa! Down the hatch! Zing da ding ding!
Just gotta let him explode for a little bit. Just a little bit of explosion. Just a little bit of blinding light. Don't worry, it takes that long to work. My eyes! Wait, wait, wait! There's a stray beam of light! Watch out, it's...
Oh, you dirty boy! I can feel the crucifix surging through me. It's accelerating. Oh, I feel like a proper dragon again.
Okay, bye. You want to teach me a song? Oh, look at him! Gujibon, what's up?
Just because I have eternal life doesn't mean I can't get mighty sick. Thanks to you, boy, this old dragon will keep charging a while yet. I owe you a big thank you, so allow me to perform a moving rendition of my part of the Song of the Hero. I should warn you, I've got a mean set of pipes, and I know how to use them. This will clean up those ears, boy. So brace yourself. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Beautiful.
You got the thing. Is that Rambo? Yeah, it was. You know, no Final Fantasy was in Zelda. But it was. Same game all along.
Link, I owe you my life. You have to let me repay you. Give me some time to prepare, and when you next return to visit me, I believe you'll be mightily praised.
Well, and after you'll acquire the second part of the song of the hero, and the final part can be found somewhere within Faron Woods.
How long were you talking, Mr. Lederu? Can I come back later? Can I come back now?
Whoa, Link! I told you to wait a little while, but you couldn't resist, eh? But I guess there's no sense in waiting any longer. Let's get this show started! Of course, in house, you're the hero of legend. You don't really have time to just goof off here, right? Right. So how about we make this bit of fun more meaningful by taking you back through some of the challenges you faced previously? You know, sometimes you've got to step backward to go forward. There's a lot you can learn from revisiting your past struggles. Oh, yes. So, Link, are you game?
Oh, I'm game. Hold on. Wait.
What? You're not interested? How dull. Come back anytime you change your mind.
I just needed to make sure I was at full health. Because, we doing something. We doing something proper here, lads and lasses and everything in between. Woolsey Bear, what's up? Yeah. Welcome to what I think a lot of people have been waiting for. Yo, we got time for this. So rather than do Faron Woods right now.
So, Link, tell me, are you ready to have some fun? We're just going to relive some of the greatest challenges in your young life.
I'm going back to high school?
No. Did you even go to high school? I thought you went to the Knight Academy.
Yeah, that's high school. I just want to go back. This whole thing is the greatest challenge in my life. This entire game is Link trying to get a date to his high school prom. He was gonna ask out Zelda, but then all this happened, she fell to the ground, and you know how it is. Bring it on. This guy's massive. Well, you know, he's large and in charge.
You're a true hero, that's the spirit. If you permit me, I'll take a piece of your past experiences. Indeed, you've done some amazing things. Like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials in the Silent Realm. Alright then, based on those experiences, you can choose one of two exciting challenges. Which one would you like?
I'm gonna go for battle.
You would like to do battle? Fantastic, I like your moxie. Because you chose battle, I'll choose from only the toughest opponents you've ever faced. I'll use my power to recreate the same battle so you can face your greatest enemies once more. For being a good sport, I'll reward you. Do well enough and I might give you something truly special. An absurdly sturdy shield. Oh, but if you lose, well, let's just say it isn't just a game. You lose, it's all over. You won't be going home in one piece. Still interested?
Is that a threat? I can take on the world.
Spoken like a little warrior. I like it. Ha! Now then, would you like to face an enemy from near the beginning or a fairly recent one?
Let's go for recent. So this is a boss rush mode, and the more enemies I kill without, you know, any room in between, the more streak I get, and hopefully I do enough battles for the absurdly sturdy shield. How absurd could it be? Well, you know. Let's go with fighting Girahim.
Girahim it is! This is the creepy-looking guy you fought in that sweltering hot fire sanctuary. Ah, I forgot to tell you something. The only items you could use are the items you would have had at the time. Also, pouches are prohibited. I'll let you have the shield you currently have equipped, though. You all set?
Let's do this.
Suck yourself up for this!
Kevin, welcome on in. Don't worry, I know how many times it takes.
Yeah, get out of here.
So the key with this challenge, you probably want to start with one of the hardest fights. That way, if you know you're doing bad, it's not like you missed out on much of anything. What are you doing? Ew, that's unsanitary, man. Hey. Hey! Ah! Finish! Is Groose the jock friend from high school with a hidden sensitive side? Well, Squidgy Bump, you found the reason that I give Groose the John F. Kennedy voice from Clone High. Let's just say that much. Whenever I get the option, I usually start with Girahim too. Because it's not a hard fight, but it's easy to get cocky and just lose a lot of health. I only lost like, what, 2 hearts? Not bad.
Wow, Link, that was incredible. You were quite a warrior. Here's how long it took you to finish off Girahim. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. Here's 50 rupees. Go home then. Take it.
At least we're getting money. Let's try another one. If there wasn't another reward on the table, ooh. Yep, I know how it works. He's just teasing me with that shield. No. Let's continue.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, there's one more thing. For consecutive battles, I get to choose what opponent comes next. You didn't really think I want you to pick every time, eh? Now you look forward to finding out who your opponent is at the start of the battle, but enough talk. Have at you!
Didn't realize to hit those back. Ah! Mr. Twinkle Toes over here. Is this... Oh, this is... Oh, this is in Prison 1. Well, we're fine then. I don't gotta worry about a thing. Oh god. You see Link run between his legs? It's like he knows. He probably doesn't want to get squished. We're getting closer to that Sonic X reward, and I'm scared.
Here we go.
As much as people hate this fight, I love the music. It's so primal. See what I'm doing here? It's a little bit of a cheat. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Sonic Colors. When is Sonic Colors what's it called? Remastered? Deluxe? Ultimate? Ultimate. When does Sonic Colors Ultimate come out? It was on my list of things to look out for, but I totally forgot. September 7th, not bad. Alright, Impressione. Make a good impressione on me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he coming. Oh god, what the hell? Ew. Gross. This was before he even had arms. What is the point of that? I don't want to do this the old-fashioned way. Let's go jump on top of him again. Oh, he's getting pretty close. What are you doing, Link? All right, toes it is. To my chagrin. Drew is playing Red Sonic with Mustache game on the other stream. Is that a Sonic color? Red Sonic with mustache? Red Sonic? You mean Red Sonic with mustache and eats mushrooms? Oh, that's a pretty good game, I heard. From Sega Nintendo, right? Pretty good. He's only Sonic because he goes fast. Who needs to go super when you can backwards long jump? Yeah. Quit whiny, you overgrown Furby. Back to the 90s where you belong. His brother, Green Tall Tales. You mean Green Red Sonic?
Well done, spectacular skills on display once again.
There are strategies for this whole rush thing, but I just wanted to try it without doing any of those first, just to see if I still can.
Here's how long it took you this time.
Can I get some money? What's my next battle, sir? Doi.
That's what I'm talking about.
Defeat all the enemies, okay. Oh, another Gear Him. Sure? Give me the first Gear Him fight, I guess. It's a little awkward. Already fought him. Waiting. I realize why this fight is a lot shorter. I still... Do I have... Yeah, I still have the Master Sword. So I'm doing the Master Sword damage. One way to do that is to use your shield to bash it back. Easy. Or you could just slash in the direction of the line. I trust that less. Because the motion controls, like, they're better than they were on the Wii, but I still have trust issues. So I'm just gonna shield bash him. Easy enough. Diddle-doo. Let's go. Fight number 4, baby. But the next will be a piece of heart. Man, I do need the piece of heart, but I'm going for the shield this time. Don't let it tempt you. Side jumping out of the way. That's fair. Galactos! This one's gonna be a bit of a... So here's a tip. The Galactos fight actually does drop hearts in the pillars. So if you're running low on health at this point of the boss rush, you can actually heal up. I don't need it right now, though. Come on, man. Fall for the bait. It's like I have a fishing rod, huh? What? Oh. Here, Clocky. Here, boy. It's like I have a fishing rod.
Nice, nice, nice. You've left yourself wide open. Did clock those last? As much as I love reliving this fight again, it is one of the tougher ones. Oh god. Ah! I was readjusting my grip on the Joy-Cons. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's dance. I know you got the schmoves. Look at you. Oh, it's coming back. Grab it, grab it, grab it! Hello? Ooh, that was a close one. I'm not scared of you. Oh, I'm scared. Just a little scared. Sure, it's not the longest fight, but it feels like it. It's got the most phases, I think, out of all the bosses I've fought so far. Fun fact, the later you do this in the game... Oh, look at him. The more bosses are available. I'm sure that's pretty obvious, but... Yeah, that's why I actually do this earlier, if possible.
Oh, I got all three, hell yeah. And a heart.
I'll just take one of these. Thank you, don't mind, right? Oh, jeez. What I love about this fight is it doesn't just use the item you found in the dungeon. It also uses skills that are unique to this fight. What are you doing? I forgot he summoned zombies. It rarely mattered the last time I fought him. Well, okay, that's not the best situation, but it works. Oh. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Stop, stop, calm down, calm down! Ugh. You've been unlegged and unarmed! Wonderful! I'm back to full health, this is fine. We're halfway through. If this is one of the harder fights, I'm golden. I forget. He can also have me redo Spirit Realm stuff, right? But I don't have to do that as part of the boss rush, right? The Spirit Realm stuff. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. You don't have to? Good. Cool. They're also not hard, but I just don't feel like doing them again right now. Third phase, this has got to be it. Woo! That laugh, man. This is how I'm feeling. Me, when I have to do a boss rush in a Zelda game. Cyclops Kraken next? Possibly. There's only so many bosses left. Spectacular. I know it. That's a long fight. Yeah, I've been doing these in about 2 minutes so far. That one was 4. That big sweeping sword attack makes you nervous. It's a big arena, but yeah, that's the thing that'll get you. you feel too scared to walk around him, so you back yourself into a corner. But it turns out that you were actually fine. Oh, this one. Bomb time. This one's easy peasy. Don't you worry about it. I forget if it's possible to blow him up. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Suck up. I was gonna say, I don't know if it's possible to blow him up with regular bombs in that first phase, the running up phase, because I've only ever waited for him to just walk into the ones at top. Suck it up! Dang it, he's too fast! Suck on this! Wonderful! Oh god, oh god! Fun fact, Tantalus and this dude use the same boss fight music. Oops. I need to stock back up on bombs. Oh, or not. It is kind of dumb that the Thunder Dragon lets you have the sword you have. 'Cause yeah, it is the Master Sword by this point. That was already like 5? That was a minute and a half. I don't even know if I could get a better time without trying. Not too shabby. Next one will be a rare treasure. Not worth it. So I know... Oh, the Scorpion though. Scorpion has been a bit of a problem for me. But a scratch. Scratch your arms off. Get out of here with your weird pig sounds. Scorpions don't make sound. Ooh. Ah. Think you can hide from me, huh? As far as boss rushes, this isn't that bad. It really isn't. Look at him. He's just staying a little bit away from me. Just far enough. Show yourself, coward. You're not getting away that easy. Oh god. Oh god. Woo! Enemy shield analyzed. Something's wrong with the G diffuser. No, there isn't. Maybe it's an arm. Aim for the arm.
Aha! I'm no match for you.
Are you gonna listen to this monkey?
You're not as stupid as you look.
This ain't so bad when I'm being careful on purpose. Enemy chicken analyzed. Down da 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 da. Scorpion's tough, but you sure I can get into a pinch? Alright, I've only got so many rim shots to give out. Moldarak. I'm getting so much money. Look at that. I got 2016. Not a bad year, but the Switch wasn't out yet. 2016. Wasn't that the year that Deus Ex Mankind Divided came out? I was just playing that last night, actually. I wanted to play a game that I liked the gameplay of on my computer that I knew I didn't have a powerful enough computer to run before, but after an upgrade, I go back to my old games. No. I want to continue.
Number 7.
7, huh? Ah, jeez. Well, let's get it over with. And equip my bow and arrow. I don't even have that many arrows. Have I summoned him from the deep? Hello? Where you at? Did I break the game? There he is. There he is! The dragon also kind of looks like the judge from Great Ace Attorney. In prison doesn't get easier because of the Master Sword. That's true. You just bonk it in the head with the... Well, you just do the spike. That's fine. It's not like any of these are supposed to get harder. You just gotta be careful. Because a lot of people get stomped on. Link! Charge your sword. He's getting aggressive. Up! I'm really trying with the Skyward Sword strike. Before I would just tilt the controller up, I'm actually pointing at the sky now. Let the voice of love take you higher. Just all the arrows. Oh! So dudes, what's up, Evan? I'm in the middle of the boss rush in Skyward Sword, so forgive me if I'm a little preoccupied. I think I got this. You don't like that sound when you miss Tentalis's eye? Just bloop. My sword is the sword that shall pierce the heavens! Don't do that, Link. You come from the heavens. I'm just gonna, pierce your dorm room. Woo! Ah! I don't like this. I cut that same tentacle twice. Alright, buddy. I got 19 arrows, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Especially with my aim. Look at how much faster this fight is going. I can't see. You don't like how hard it is to hit in the eye. It's odd that the arrow bosses in Zelda games usually let you lock on to the eye. I'm sure this one was it's motion control, they'll be fine. If you have seen the state of the motion control on my... At least the way I'm playing, it's not fine. I was saying before, I figured it out, because my monitor is so high that I have to point up to point at the screen, and the game's just like, where are you aiming? That's outside range. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. They need to fix the sound balancing in this game. It gets so cacophonic when you... Uh-oh. Oh, I got damaged. Uh-oh. Jeez, I thought I had time. You aren't even using motion controls. Miss Wanry B, thanks for contributing to Sonic X. Easy peasy. That's the second to last one, I believe. Next one's gotta be easier. Gotta be. Famous last words, huh? What do you guys think? We should have had a prediction for whether or not I'd do the Hylian Shield first try. It's like, if this was hero mode, maybe not.
Spectacular! You know what? Here's some money. But next time you'll get a sturdy shield. Let's continue! That's what I'm talking about.
Continue?
Oh, more toe boys. Oh, his toes are strong. Extra strength beans. Wine Rib says, you can call me Ribs, like the food, delicious. I do like me some nice spare ribs. His arms are too fat. Can I get around him? Yes, I can. Dude doesn't skip arm day. Now that he has them. I saw you followed earlier, hope you enjoy. We're playing some Skyward Sword and we're nearing the end. I'll of course give myself some time to achieve the most iconic shield in Zelda. Lock it behind a challenge, why don't you? Okay, he's about to go and start to climb up, I believe. Hopefully I can intercept him. Go, Link, go! If this is high school, this is your football match. He's the quarterback, fullback, he's just the entire team. So it falls upon him. Oh, he's zooming.
Hey, Link, the machine's locked and loaded and ready to bring the boom. When you want me to back you up, just send me the signal.
All right, dude. I'll wait until he starts to climb up. Shouldn't be too long from now. He's pretty far from where I am. Go, 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 go. Welcome on in, Ribs. How you doing? I take it you like Skyward Sword. Koi no Tsubumi, can we get a shout out for Koi? Sister of Kamen Rider, if you didn't know. We gotta go around. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Thanks for giving a shout out, Goku. Koi, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. How was it? Were you playing Human Fall Fat with Kamen Rider? If so, he may be coming soon, I believe. We'll see. Oh god, I missed. It's fine, it's the last fight. We'll do it the regular way. Ow! What did I say? Oh god damn it. Bruce, need some backup. Will that knock him down?
She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? I tell you, I was in love the first time I pulled the lever. Kamen Rider and Koi, thank you for the raid. You were doing your family game nights. Hope you had a fun time. Human Fall Flat's a good game.
Is he gonna... He's gonna let me jump on top of him? Oh, he's stunned. That's the shield, baby! Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Guys, go check out Carmen and Koi. They're pretty fun people, if I do say so myself, and they came just in time to see me win. Wonderful. Don't even give me the satisfaction of driving in the final spike. That's it. I think that's it. He said the next one would be the shield, which means it's this one. Come on in, everybody. I'm sure you know me. We're playing some Zelda. We're close to the end of the game. Just wanted to make sure I take care of business. And we'll be good and ready to go. We're in an awkward place because I could just do the last song. It's not going to take too long. Let's just do it.
Hey, you know what? That was your first time with that battle. Go on, take it. Congratulations. That's 8 victories in a row.
Nice. That was nothing. You got the Hylian Shield. This legendary shield is imbued with heroic power, making it completely indestructible. Kama's getting eye drops. Oof. I know what it's like. Dry eyes are not fun. Get some good drops, Mr. Sir. Mr. Hero, sir. Your patch is full. It's an item check. Beatrice! It's okay. Our temporary girlfriend can go ahead and take care of it for us. It's sad that it's not destined to be. Or is it? Thank you, Mr. Dragon. I'm going back to the sky now.
Dry eyes are evil.
They really are. I was talking to Common about VR. Because I do have the Valve Index. And I've tried VR ever since the first HTC Vive. And they've made major strides in terms of comfort. I usually wear glasses. Fun fact. And they're not small glasses, so certain VR headsets do not like having glasses inside them. But if you wear glasses, you need glasses for VR. Because they're tuned to be like the focal distance of normal sight. Even though it's a screen right in front of your face. I was talking to Common about how I just usually put on contacts when I want to play VR. Even though newer headsets are fine with glasses, I don't want to scratch the insides of the lens. That's the problem. Because sometimes they do rub up against the lens, and they scratch both your glasses and the VR glasses. So if I use contacts, they just get dry. When I streamed Half-Life Alyx, that was probably the longest sittings of VR I've ever done. So I enjoyed myself, but after every stream, I just had to take a little breather. You know what I'm gonna do before I talk to Beatrice? I'm actually gonna go to bed. How y'all doing? How's life? What do you have for dinner? Topics to talk about, actually. Did you guys see that? I don't know how much y'all are into Halo, but there was a new trailer for Halo Infinite, and they confirmed the release date, I believe December? So if that's a delay, it's not that much of a big one. It's still this year, huh? I need to go find a bed. Also, I think there's something for me over here. I think somebody had a quest? Yeah. Hero did.
Hey, Link, always in a hurry to get somewhere, aren't you?
Hey, you have a classmate named Stritch, right? He said he discovered some kind of insect paradise inside that big thunderhead. The guy really loves bugs, doesn't he? I wonder what he intends to do with this insect paradise. Insect paradise, you say? Nothing. That's what they get. Rib's been lurking in my stream since Chaotic raided me. Enjoy the streams I create, voice acting, egg, theme, Majora's Mask, Twilight, yeah! I've got a long repertoire of Zelda games, though funnily enough, I haven't streamed either Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time yet. But those are big to-dos. And I really wish to give them the attention they deserve. I love Zelda. One of my favorite series of all time. Decided to subscribe on Switch. Well, thank you for coming on by. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, we're all about that cozy atmosphere. I don't know what it is about the Zelda series that just... It's not the perfect game series, no, by any means. Okay, we've completed the Sonic X game watch challenge, so... I don't know if we can do it tomorrow, but I'll make time. I'll let everybody on the Discord know. If you're not on the Discord, here's the link, by the way. And I'll make sure to let everybody know where we're gonna be doing Sonic X on Twitch. I'll probably do this whole thing where we watch Sonic X, then I just go through a lot of the random stuff I have on my Game Boy Advance flash cart. Because I do have a Game Boy Advance flash cart. That's how I played Mother 3 on stream. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I need to go get my shield. Breath of the Wild. It's a cool game. It's hard to call it a Zelda game. I will absolutely agree with that. But as an open world game, I'll tell you, I don't usually like open world games, but Breath of the Wild just scratches an itch that other open worlds don't. So, congratulations everybody. Squidgy Bump with the final contribution for Sonic X. 100,000 points, y'all did it. Hope you guys are ready to go fast. Here, have a preview. Oh god. My Game Boy game's in there right now. I need the Game Boy Advance cart. Beautiful. So nostalgic.
Oh. You came to see me. I'm so happy.
Yes. Look, she's doing a little heart with her hands.
Meow.
Get you a girl that looks at you like Beatrice looks at Link. Or a guy that looks at you like Beatrice looks at Link. Or just a person that looks at you like Beatrice looks at Link. Because this right here is something special.
You'll make me so happy. I think I'm gonna keel over. Lately, when I think about you, my head gets all fuzzy, my heart races, I get short of breath, and I feel all dizzy. You don't think... Could this be?
Sounds bad. Oh, she down bad. Oh, she down bad. Yep. Textbook case. It's love. Seen it before, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe you just said it out loud. It's so embarrassing. Whoops. Kind of forgot myself there. Back to work. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, I was going to ask if you wanted me to take care of you forever.
Can we talk about how the yes option is a yes, please? There is no other way to accept it other than all the way in. The equivalent of, let's heckin' go! No, this is serious though. She deserves someone, I think. I think Link is a hero to all. You know what Link would say? To Petra saying, I love you! I love you too. I love everybody. I love Headmaster Gapora. I love Owlin. I love Zelda. I love Bruce. You know, he just loves everybody.
That makes me so happy. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I need to learn how to keep these delirious dreams in check. No, wait, I mean, are there some items you want me to check, darling? I hope you're not in a hurry to go, sweetie.
Oh, what have I gotten myself into?
I'm just gonna put this over storage.
Oh, come on. I like how the Hylian Shield still has a stamina bar, but it never goes away. It is just always full. Yeah, I think we're set.
A little spring cleaning, is that it? If you select that option, you can straighten up the things you have in storage.
Oh, sort it up. Baby. Cool. I love Bruce now that he has character development.
See you next time. Tee-hee.
Zelda's too optimistic in this game. I don't know. I kind of felt the opposite, especially when she gave that whole spiel last time about, oh yeah, I'm actually the goddess, so yeah, I'm gonna be in this crystal for a couple hundred years. Will it help us fight off demise? I'm not sure. Let's hope it works. See you on the other side, Link. Like, they don't even know if that's gonna be their last, like, meeting ever. If you mean, like, in the very beginning of the game, of course Zelda's optimistic. They're living this perfect little life up in the clouds. They got their high school sweethearts. They clearly like each other a lot. You read her diary, she's like, I hope Link wins. Hee hee hee. So yeah, who can blame her? She's living a little sheltered life up here. But that's the point. Like, when they go down to the surface, their entire worlds flip upside down and they become something way bigger than themselves. That's what's so good about Skyward Sword, I think. It is still a very big contrast to Breath of the Wild Zelda. By the way, we totally have some time to go down, and it's Friday too, so I could go longer if I wanted to. We have time to go down and do the last Dragon Song piece, so let's go ahead and do that. Link, jump off the thing. Stop being so scared. Dun 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 dun. She even pushes you twice in the game. Yeah, before when like things were all hunky-dory. I think the strongest part of Skyward Sword is that the characters actually grow and change over time. Saying that Zelda is only her priest, prologue personality is like saying Bruce is nothing but a bully who doesn't care about other people. Oh no, wait, we gotta go check the bug stuff. Look at that. Like, no, the characters develop. They learn to take on responsibility. So that's cool. Now, is Zelda in this game my favorite Zelda? I don't think so, but I think she's one of the best written ones. I don't know, it's hard to beat, whoa! Are we counting Hilda? Are we counting Hilda as a Zelda from Link Between Worlds? I kinda like her, and not just because she is Goth GF. I mean, because, like, she represents a Zelda from a timeline, not timeline, but, like, from a universe that lost their war. So she's just picking up the pieces. Almost like Twilight Princess Zelda. But at least, like, you know, it's just really weird how Twilight Princess Zelda does, like, nothing that, in terms of interacting with Link, she meets a little doggy twice, and then in the final battle, like, hey, Link, you gotta help us defeat Ganon. Like, how did you even know I'm Link? You've only ever seen me as a wolf. You like that darker hair from Hilda? Oh. Darker hair, Sprint's got a type. Wind Waker Zelda. If we're counting... Spoilers for Wind Waker, I guess? If we're counting Tetra plus Wind Waker Zelda, then oh yeah. Hands down, favorite. Because she's got a personality. She's got sass. She's basically Midna. Pretty great, I will say. Your whole world turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you all about how I became the hero of Hyrule. I'll tell you all about how I became the hero of the air. Oh, jeez. Woo. Your least favorite Zelda is the Breath of the Wild one. It's hard to get a... It's hard to get a handle on her personality because you see it in memories. You never really interact with her until the final battle, which, again, like Twilight Princess, is like... not any real time to understand their relationship. Just fight Ganon, please. I get that. Huh? I don't like to think of things in terms of worst, because that's just pretty negative overall. That's just not me. That's not how my brain operates. I feel like if you go out of your way to think of things as worst, it's not inherently bad, but it's... I don't know. I feel like it's just overall a negative point on your overall mental well-being. Like, feel free to think that way if that's automatic to you. But it's just a downer. Small quiver, 5 extra arrows. Heck yeah. I'll never use it. Pretty deep. Pretty deep. First of all, they gave her a voice, but... What about CDI Zelda? She's got a voice, and she's kick-ass. You killed me! Good. So, you know. That's a Zelda with a voice that actually, you know, made good use of having it. Alright, let's go find Stritch over here. I think he's on the island with the rainbow. That's true, you did say least favorite, not worst. That's fine. Didn't mean to accuse. Maybe not here? Stritch, where you at, boy? Not real Eric used to say worst all the time, but you meant least favorite. Changing vocabulary changes your outlook. Yeah, I'm no psychologist, but that's something that really helps if you ever, like, find yourself wording things like that. It might behoove you to catch yourself and try to change that, and then it helps you feel happier overall, I think. You know how they say if you force a smile, it actually does make a measurable improvement on your attitude? It's true. Studies show it. Of course, it's pretty subjective, the way they have to measure that by actually asking people, but that's psychology in a nutshell. The only real way we can measure how people feel is by asking them. Or, you know, until we get brain scanning down. Nice horn.
Boing! You may get rare and difficult to catch bugs if you finish the Bug Wrangler Challenge in Bug Heaven within 2 minutes.
Bug Heaven? You saying? I'm not done yet? I'm sorry, Colin. I know I'm slacking. But I'll get there eventually, eh? Is this Bug Heaven? Looks pretty Bug Heaven-y. Try not to remember the CDI Zelda games. I remember them, so... Oh my god! You're mine now. I play them on my stream so that other people don't have to. I've already played Link Faces of Evil on stream. I think I'm overdue for playing Wanda Gamelon, to be completely honest. I think that's the one where Zelda's like, good, you're dead. Hello? Ghost Dog VG, how you doing, Ghosty? Thought you were playing a little Dragon Quest 11 today. Can we get a shout out for Ghost Dog VG? Just because I know Sprint here is the mod of the day, and I know how much he loves Dragon Quest 11. She was playing that part that I saw Sprint playing the other day. You know, the little, let's just say tournament. Wait a minute. Common Rider, also thank you for shouting out, Ghost Dog BG. I know you're a busy man, so also a mod of the day here. Hello? This seems dangerous. Do I want to exit through here? Oh, good. You better. Thanks for the sub, Colin. Look at that, 11 months. Almost a full year. Pretty good. Double shout-outs. You deserve it, Aaron. Oh, there's a hole here, I think. Oh, did I just block off? I just blocked off an area with this log. Can I undo that? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick. Hope you're enjoying Dragon Quest. I was just talking about how I am going to start Dragon Quest V on stream after you finish Skyward Sword. I've said that multiple times already, so that's not new. I'm just thinking about it. It's on my mind. Is there really no purpose to this room? Always on my mind. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, I've created a shortcut of some sort. What does that do for me? This has got to be on purpose. But for what? This entire area is shaped like something I have to climb up really fast, and I bet someone's gonna challenge me to do so at some point in time. Just not right now. Da 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 da. Sprint is holding off on continuing Dragon Quest V until I start streaming it. Hey, that's alright. Oh, here we go. It is Bug Heaven. Hello? Link, I wasn't expecting to see you here. I flew into this thick fog and ended up on this island. Once I got here, I looked around and realized this is some kind of insect paradise. So I decided to go after my dream and raise a bunch of bugs here. Now I can spend my days catching all the bugs I want. You want to try catching some bugs? I'll release a few for you, so I should give it a shot. Yeah. I've come up with 2 levels for my bug catching competition. An easy bug beginner level and a bug wrangler level for real bug masters like me. Since you are a bug lover, I'll charge you 20 rupees for the bug beginner. What do you mean? I'm totally a bug lover. That's me. Hero bugs, Link. Just ask Agatha. I gave her all of them. I'm gonna be timing you while you're in the course. If you get a decent time, I'll give you a prize. I'll show you pictures of 5 different bugs. Catch one of each to finish, alright? Alright. What do I got? I need a ladybug. I think that over there is one of what I need. If it would come closer, please. Can I do this? Oh. No, I can't. I'm a bug lover, I swear. This is not a bug I need. Damn it. That's also not a bug I need. Damn it. Cool. Oh, this resets? I think that last one is a dung beetle, so I need that. No, it's not. The heck, I'm 0 for 5. Oh, jeez, Rick. You know, I've never actually done this. I need you. Grasshopper. No! I need a mantis. Oh, this is bad. Colin can't just sub all of it. It's alright, Colin. Take your time. Subs are never required. I don't need the money. I just find it very endearing when all y'all say you like my emotes and are willing to pay money for them. That's all it really is. Like, here's a little tip. If you're a streamer and you actually need this money, you only get 50% of the subs of the income from subs. So like, set up a donation link. There's no shame in it. Twitch is just providing a way to easily allow people to support their streamer friends. It's not the only way. What was my time limit again? Will says, yep, it's true. Okay, I need a mantis and a ladybird. Here we go, there's one. This is actually a cool little place. It's like, have you ever been to one of those butterfly habitats where you... Oh, I hope I catch on to the plank. Thank goodness it doesn't restart the game. Butterfly habitats where you can just walk in. There's pretty flowers and butterflies everywhere. And they can land on your face. Right on your face. It's not horrifying at all. Yeah, I need to find an ant. Where would I be if I were an ant? And a mantis. Mantis would be on a flower of some sort, I believe. The emotes did influence. Well, thank you. You get 5 emotes, 5 glorious emotes to use across all of Twitch. Tip! Cicada! You know it's summer. Oh god! I don't need these, but I'll take them. Ah, Mantis, where are you? Colonel. I'm trying to sneak around. If I were a mantis, I'd be on a flower. But I don't see it on a flower. Man! Don't mind me, just thinking out loud. Are they in a pod, maybe? I can roll to bring the Skyloft beetle down. Well, I got it, so that's fine. Another ant. Cool. Oh wait, you're not an ant, you're a mantis. Bug identification is not my strong suit. Okay, you're done. I guess I should have expected this kind of time from you. You know, sometimes the same type of bug is a lot easier to catch in a different place. Make sure you look around for the right spot. This game is all about just routing. If you know the list of bugs, try for under 3 minutes next time. At least I made my money back. Let's try beginner again. Now that I know where to find these things. Let's see. Okay, we got this one again. Cool. We got Ladybug. It's the same set. All right, well, let's go. Hey. Now that I know where to catch them. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. They are bugs. Ew. Yep. Oh, you were hiding in a pot. Sneaky, sneaky. Where did I find a ladybug last time? Here. Answer my own damn question. Wonderful. Last one's a firefly. Ah, right. Those were in the middle. I already passed the middle. I stepped on a bug. Sorry, Stretch. They're so annoying this year, the suckatoos. Suckatoos? Is that what a type of cicada is called? Or are you just setting me up for a D's Nuts shows? Suckatoos nuts! Stop, stop, time's up. That was just incredible. Oh, but let me remind you that you were doing the bug beginner level of difficulty. Next time, try bug regular. As a prize, here's 5 of my favorite bugs. Sweet. Thank you. I'll sell these back to you at night. 5 mantises. Wow. Do I want to try Wrangler right now? Or do I want to go to Faron Woods? Do I want to do the Faron Woods thing, though? I put it off because that's the worst one. You know what? If it helps us beat Skyward Sword faster, go to Faron Woods. It's the last part of the Song of the Hero quest we need. I don't want to put it off. It'll be a while before we can stream this game again. Ya-da-da-da. Whoop-a-ba. Colin, thanks for gifting a sub to Thank Twig. Enjoy the emotes, grab a nest, and get comfy. Ya-da-da. You didn't think the Faron Woods part was that bad. You weren't swimming with motion controls. As with many of the motion controls in Skyward Sword, I have a love-hate relationship with them. And not in the same... I don't think in the same way a lot of other people do, but maybe I'm wrong. I understand how the motion controls are supposed to work, and I can use them. But I'm just a little disappointed with the technology. To be fair, the Wii wasn't exact. It was revolutionary for its time. It was revolutionary for its time. Don't get me wrong. But the technology it released with was pretty simple. Of course they did it for cost, which makes sense. Oh god, the world wins. But the fact that they had to add on the Motion Plus after the fact goes to show. Technology was still a little new at the time. Nice Danny DeVito. Emotes in the chat. Never get tired of that one. I don't get to talk enough about game news. Game news. Streaming Great Ace Attorney. Let's go talk about all the stuff that got revealed this week. There was the Halo Infinite little trailer, limited edition Xbox Series X. I don't think I want an Xbox Series X because I already have a gaming PC. But it's not a bad console. It does a lot right. Because Microsoft is doing so good about making their games available on PC, I just don't have a need. I just don't have a need for it. Let's give Gorko what he needs to see. An arrow! If that's not an arrow, I don't know what is. Thank you.
Sweet Goron! So that is what the ancient writing meant by striking targets from afar. For helping me out with my research, I would like to give you a little something. It's a processed meat stick. It's called a Slim Jim. Eat it. Eat it, Link. Snap it to a Slim Jim. It's shaped like a heart.
Collect 4, just one more.
The magical power of the goddess walls returns after a little time has passed. So come by and help me with my research again sometime, oh yeah.
Thanks, brother. I'm sus! Thank you, Toffee-mon. How's it going? How's life? Oh, that's weird. How come I can't go into the Farron Woods? Pretty suspicious. I guess we can go down this path. See what's up here. Oh no, that's just going back to the sacred grounds. Hello? Oh, hi, Bruce. What? Again? Now?
Link, bad news. That beast looks like it's about to break free again. Gotta get into position. Hang tight.
I already fought the imprisoned twice today. Gosh dang it. Couldn't even wait. I guess we're doing... I'm gonna say we're doing Farron next time. This is a good thing to cap off the night. Hi, Gross.
Feels like that seal is gonna give way any second. But no need to panic. You know what the Grucinator can do, am I right? Hasta la vista, baby. As long as I'm at the controls of this bombshell beauty, I don't even know the meaning of the word defeat. Actually, I'll tell you a secret, Link. I never knew the meaning of the word in the first place. Flinging bombs on this monster's face, defending the land. It's my purpose, I think. That's why I'm here. Anyway, Link, I've got work to do. Try not to get in the way of my shots, okay?
Wow. Well, good to see you again too, Bruce. It's been far too long. Hut! Hut! Zap Brannigan? A little bit. A little bit. Like, that also fits him, but I'm trying to do a mix between Sylvester Stallone and JFK from Clone High. If I wanted to do Zap Brannigan, he'd be like, Link, stay out of the way of my bombs, Little Gaston. You know, I've never actually watched Beauty and the Beast. Oh, he's big now. Oh, he's big. How tough could he be? How tough could he be? He's got a tail! Extra stability, eh?
Well, look, he's finally back. Good thing too, because I was getting tired of waiting to put a hurting on his ugly mug. Link, let's do this.
Our game plan is the same as last time. You know what to do. Oh god. Oh, he's faster than before? Dude looks like Godzilla now.
Run! It's Godzilla!
Speaking of taking them out from afar. Ah, jeez. I need to get ahead of him. Where's the closest? Here we go. I wonder if I'm fighting Demise in ways that people just never considered. Because I can totally see how people would be like, how can I ever hit him with the sword? He keeps stomping around. Ooh. Now this is hard to do on the third version. Oh, jeez. Yeah, thought it was gonna happen. Oh, hitbox, please. Fine. This sucks. Can I really not jump over those? Get up, Link. Put him with a Grossinator. He does have the track now. Pretty good. Ah, gosh dang it, Groose. Well, we're not shooting him with the Grossinator. We might have to redo this. You ready, Groose? You ready? He's too strong! He's ready! Go, Groosey, go!
Wonderful!
He's already like 3/4 of the way there, though. Them fingies.
Ass!
No, wait. I got 2 fairies, we're fine.
In the tootsies!
He just wants a haul. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Now we gotta get around his thick self. Oh. Alright. The Grossinator is ready.
Bonesaw is ready.
E. T. What is that halo? Hello, your unholiness. Is he ascending?
Whoa, since when did it learn how to fly? It's headed straight for the temple, but there's no way I'm letting it get there. That bird is gonna intercept it. Big Ugly's going down. Burning.
ascension. Get closer. You got a clear shot, baby. Right here. Easel. Oh, gross.
Is that it? Man, I thought I was gonna put up more of a fight. Somebody should really thank the genius who made this machine. Okay, Link, time for you to show Go Big Ugly who's boss.
I'm going. Yeah. Yeah. Die. We're fine. I'm like a boo shell, homing in on him. Wonderful. Are we trying it again? You think you're Jesus? He doesn't look a thing like Jesus, buddy.
Oh no! Not good. Bad things are happening to Groose right now. The road crumbled and I can't get to the rest of the bomb stash. What do I do?
Should have put him in your pocket like me.
Link, come up to the temple and make your way up here. Hustle up.
I'm trying. Go. Oh, he's ascending. Oh, he's ascending up here right now. I do not like how fast that meter on the left is going. Gotta go Sonic speed. What's up, Bruce?
Link, we're in trouble. I can't get my stash of bombs. All right, Link. We've got no choice. You've got to get up on that ugly thing's head. Quick now.
But Bruce, how? Anime!
Nice. You're locked and loaded. We'll aim it to send you straight for the spike on its head.
Right there. 1, 2, skiddy-diddly-doo. Who needs parachutes? Not me.
Now, Link, strike the ceiling spike with a Skyward strike and restore the seal. Quickly!
You say that, but you know, he just keeps coming back. What if, Granny, what if he's a nice guy? What if he just wants to come and give you a hug? What if he just wants to say hi, huh?
Link, this is no time to argue philosophical.
I'm just saying we need to give him a chance before
Link, strike the thing!
Okay. Link's just like, do I want it? Look at him, he's got his eyes on it and everything. Alright, fine. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What if you wait too long, you just fight it again? I'll fight it again. He wants a piece of this, I'll let him. Sweet!
Wonderful.
Ooh, I gotta say, Link, I thought we were Ganas this time. Sorta glad I was wrong about that. I'm gonna run on ahead to the temple. You should get that back there too.
Gotta give credit where credit's due. Bruce did pretty good. For a man with no engineering degree whatsoever, building out that entire cannon system is actually pretty impressive. Like, how would he know what a railway system even looks like? There's no trains in Skyloft. Dude invented railroads. Bruce invented spirit tracks. And he did this all himself. Look how professional this work is. I gotta say, mad props to the man. Just one little thing could change the course of history. Legend of Zelda, what if? Oh, you know, we were talking about the Thanos theory last Skyward Sword stream. Just gonna say, the latest Marvel what if, somehow, by complete, either they're doing it on purpose or it's complete coincidence, it offers credence to that theory, I'll say. I'm not gonna say anything else, but ooh. They did a good job of Groose. Yeah, you're supposed to dislike him at the start, but he learns, he grows. Look at him, he's almost A-posing. Just look at that stance, look at this man.
The beast has been sealed into its prison for a third time.
The time in between each breach is getting shorter.
Link, Groose, you've both done well, but I fear we can't dwell on your success. The strength of the seal seems to wane with each escape.
Groose drank that respect Link juice. Where'd the juice come from? You don't want to know. It's just like sap that comes off of that crystal that Zelda's in.
Are you close to discovering the Triforce?
Well...
I see. You must seek out the 3 dragons and complete the Song of the Hero to find the Triforce. It is right your search led you here. The Far-On Woods are close by. I should really call them the Close-On Woods. Unfortunately, that's not very funny. There's been an unusual turn of events in the woods. I am unsure of what's happened, but a short while ago I noticed the path to the woods was completely flooded. To protect the land here, I closed the gate leading to the woods.
No thoughts. Head empty.
And drove back the water with a simple seal. The seal will only hold as long as the gate remains closed, meaning you will not be able to open it without flooding these lands. Given this situation, I'm at a loss of how you can enter the woods.
Haha, is that all? Consider this problem solved. See, that last battle with Big Ugly got me thinking about other ways to use the Grucinator. Just climb up into that bad boy and we'll give you a lift over to the woods, alright?
First Twilight Princess and now Skyward Sword. Twilight Princess, you gotta get into a cannon to shoot yourself over to the Lanayru Desert. Link just can't get a break.
I'll run ahead and get it prepped for you. Come see me when you're ready to take a little flight.
Now, if there's any engineering that Groose should know, it's aeronautical engineering. Aerospace.
Oh my, the boy has made himself very useful. But he does have a tendency to cause trouble for those he helps. Safe journey. I wish you a soft landing, Link.
Don't worry, I got a sailcloth. Whether or not I use it, that's up to how I feel in the moment. Groose is busy thinking about his plans for Groose Land.
It's gonna be my first theme park ride. We'll shoot you over the wall. We'll call it Groose Mountain.
Sprint did someone call for Sprint's associate's degree? Of course, our resident airplane mechanic. Hey Sprint, you think you could build me a plane? Just a simple, like, glider? Look, chickens can fly, but I get tired sometimes. I need to fly over to Sprint's place. I gotta go give him a visit. I'll pay him back with a little something something. Little Dragon Quest games. You deserve it, sir. Plus, I got extras anyway. Building a plane? No. Glider? Maybe. We'll start small. We'll start small. So, it's a little anticlimactic, but we did get a lot of stuff done. The entirety of we did We revived a Thunder Dragon, learned his song, did the Hylian Sword, Hylian Shield. I don't even have the Hylian Shield equipped right now. Didn't even use it. Look at this thing. It almost looks wrong on Skyward Sword Link, doesn't it? Looks like it's straight out of Ocarina of Time 3D or something. That's it. We've got the kit. Master Sword, Hylian Shield. I am the hero. And we even fought the imprisoned once again. I think that's pretty good. So, with that, I did say that I'll try to stream on Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen. I'll keep you guys posted, but assume no at the moment. Plans came up, so, you know, that's how it goes. Weekends are when people are actually free. So, with that, I'll see you guys on Sunday with some Chulip. And I'll leave y'all to having a good weekend, huh? You didn't need the Hylian Shield. I didn't even really need it either. As long as you parry with the self-repairing Sacred Shields, you're good. And plus, I think they're a little prettier than Hylian Shield. I mean, I love the Hylian Shield. But the Goddess Shield is just, oof, so shiny. Yeah. So, it's the end of the week and I got some art for you. If you ever have any art for the stream, post it to the stream art section of the Discord or tweet it at me and I'll put it up. This one is Zelda related. Tonight, from Hectacular Hector, we've got, speaking of Majora's Mask, the entirety of the Skull Kid emanating his threatening aura right at you. Here you go. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good. Look at that. It's radiating out from the Majora's Mask itself. I think I'm liking how Hectacular Hector's style's grown over the years. Nice thick outlines. Almost looks like it was hand-drawn, even though I know he works with, like, vector art, basically. Very good stuff. I can't imagine how long it must have taken. He just absorbed the entirety of Incineroar over here. It is how it is, sadly enough. Pretty good, I will say. But yeah, if you want to see art like that, go check the Discord out. Stream Element Spot just happened to show it up. And yeah, if you're going to sleep, I'll let you. But, you know, follow me on Twitch if you don't already. YouTube channel's also there for past games. I've played Majora's Mask. I've played, what have I played on stream? I have to think about it. I've played Link's Awakening Remake. I've played frickin' Wind Waker. And there's many more Zelda games to come, to be sure. And so, yeah, Twilight Princess as well. If you want to see those, go check out the YouTube. Discord if you want to hang out. Twitter if you want updates on the stream, all that good stuff. But if you're going to sleep, I will let ya. Have a good night, have a good weekend, and stay clucky, y'all. Stay clucky.